researchers, you are watching the series of videos intended to orient you in the research process. In this video, we will discuss what is qualitative data, why is it important, and most importantly, how to analyze it.
This video should be viewed after you've decided on your methodology and as a complement to that video. So, could you please tell us what is qualitative data?
Qualitative data, according to Sutton and Austin in 2015, is a qualitative research used to gain insight into people's feelings and thought, which may provide the basis for future standalone qualitative study, or may help researchers to map out survey instruments for use in a quantitative study. It is the type of data that provides thick or rich description. Qualitative data allows to collect subjective interpretations of the topic you are studying.
And you can use various instruments to collect qualitative data, starting from questionnaire, which would feature open-ended questions, types of interviews going from structured, semi-structured and unstructured interviews. You could collect it through focus groups or observations.
Let us remind you that the choice of data you are intending to collect should be aligned with your philosophic position, approach, strategy, and method.
Since qualitative data is a type of primary data, you need to plan how to collect, record, and subsequently make sense of it in the course of your independent study or IBP. You're advised to outline how to analyze your data in a separate section in Chapter 3.
The actual data is discussed and analyzed in Chapter 4. Please always refer back to the literature review when analyzing your data. Let us provide you now with an example of how to analyze qualitative data.
I'm a student and I'm trying to find out why there's such a high turnover in a specific company. One of my instruments is a semi-structured interview with the departmental managers of the hotel.
Let me introduce Ms. Gaspar-Chalet, who is the manager at the Wellness Center of the hotel. Ms. Gaspar-Chalet, thank you for doing this interview with me. What do you think will make your employees stay longer within the company?
Well, obviously, a very steady increase of salary. This is the number one motivation. Number two would be definitely the quality of food at the cafeteria. This is another very important element. And number three is to have a feeling of appreciation by the management.
Feeling of appreciation.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much. That was very nice.
You're most welcome.
Let me introduce now Mr. Romanenko, who is the F&B director for the restaurant of the hotel. So, Mr. Romanenko, what do you think will make the employees stay longer within the company?
Well, food quality at lunch definitely factors in. The fact that we're seasonal, that could put off a few people, I'm sure. That's kind of related to job security too. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. You're a busy man.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Note that the question is open-ended and has a positive connotation.
Since my sample size was 5 different managers, I did it with another 3 of the hotel. But for this purpose, we're only going to show you the 2 interviews.
Hello?
Oh, hi.
Yes, hello. I just heard what you said. But how are you going to analyze this collected data?
I have no idea. Let's go and ask the supervisor.
Very good idea.
Mr. Romanenko, thank you so much for seeing me. As you can see here on my computer, I have managed to do my interviews, and here's this transcript of how they answered my questions. But what do I do with this now?
Given that you've collected qualitative data, I think the most appropriate method to use right now would be thematic analysis.
Thematic analysis?
Thematic analysis.
That sounds so scary.
Actually, no, it's pure fun.
Okay.
Thematic means finding common themes and categories.
Okay.
All you need are these. That's called coding. Check this out. By the way, did you find any common themes in your qualitative data?
Actually, I think I did.
Let's have a look at those.
Let's see. One common theme that I remember is, look, Ms. Gaspar-Charlet mentioned about the lunch, and so did Mr. Romanenko, the restaurant manager, and actually 2 other managers mentioned the same thing.
Ha! See, that's one common theme that was mentioned by 4 out of 5 respondents.
Yeah, that's right, but what do I do with this lunch theme?
Well, you, sir, need to link this to your literature review. And you need to do this in your chapter 4.
So in the chapter 4, when I'm doing my analysis, I'm linking to chapter 2, literature review.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that had talked about some theories.
In human resources management, remember, you've learned about various theories of motivation. And let's see, this theme could potentially relate to Hertzberg, the hygiene factors, the 2-factor theory.
What about Maslow?
Absolutely,
The bottom layer of Maslow?
Yes.
Yeah, because if they have their basic needs, then they are motivated. So I can link this all in. And they were talking about lunch and cafeteria being so important. So this is all linked together, right?
That's the analysis you got to do in chapter 4.
Perfect.
But do you know how to present this in your paper?
I think I do. I read that you can get direct quotes, not very large ones, from the interviews where this theme is apparent. Yeah. And I should not put the manager's name, right?
Absolutely. This is what you're writing about in your section, ethical considerations. Please make sure not to overuse the direct quotes, but their use is okay when appropriate.
Okay, perfect. And I could put manager 1, manager 2, said this, said that, unless I have full consent of the manager to use his name.
Absolutely. Thematic analysis is the most common way of presenting and analyzing qualitative data. This method, keep in mind, can be used for interviews, focus groups, and even open-ended questions that you asked in your questionnaire.